Alrighty. Welcome back to the Chicken the Duck podcast with myself, Ry, and on the other side over here on my screen, we have Micah. Today, we have Bryton Hall with us. Um, Best friend, old coworker, and neighbor now.
I
But
sleep in the closet.
yeah, he's right
Rent's
in
cheap.
here. Big walk-in closet, so that's where Brighton stays. Him, Kayla, and their son. So
All in the closet.
all in the closet. Micah, how are you doing? You're back in Utah.
Yep, traveled back. Just been hanging out. I don't really have much to do with school right now, so
Cause end of the semester.
yeah, and just how classes worked out.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's like no big papers, no big.
I mean, I have finals, but I
Right.
had like anything to do this whole week.
Yeah, that's
So,
nice.
Yeah, it's been nice.
I saw
What about
Maddie shouting you out on her Be Real yesterday. I don't know what you brought her food or something like that.
Oh yeah, got our panda.
Literally,
It's the little things.
yeah, it's the little things that really get them. But I'm good. Just chilling, honestly. Not a lot going on. Just working. Ready for Christmas. Ready to go to Texas. But
Yeah.
Brighton, how are you?
Great.
Great. Chilling.
Getting a little more sleep
Right.
nowadays.
That's nice.
He's
Yeah.
cutting 2 more teeth again.
Really?
Like he just finished cutting his teeth. And then tonight when we were over at my parents, I was like hanging them upside down and I looked and he has 2 more coming in on the other side.
Oh my-
Like this dude's growing teeth like crazy.
That's crazy. That's super
So
cool.
once those comes in, he'll have like 7 teeth already.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Next-
Boy doesn't even know how to walk, but he has
He's
full
got
mouth full teeth.
Because
But-
he eats adult food.
Yeah.
Like some things.
Yeah, he's eating like lots of sweet potatoes and some bananas and
Oh, that's nice.
stuff like that. Yeah.
That's cool. Before we interview you,
Great.
how was everyone's Thanksgiving? What'd you do? Where were you? Because Micah, you weren't in Utah.
Nope. I went home to Texas.
How was that?
Good. Just short. Didn't really do much.
Yeah.
Hung out, watched football. A lot of football. Basketball.
A lot of sad basketball, for being honest.
Yeah.
Some heartbreaking
Pretty much.
losses.
Pretty terrible.
If you don't know what we're talking about UNC.
Well, and they just lost to Alabama like triple overtime, right?
4 overtimes.
4 overtimes.
Lost to Iowa State. Yeah, it was rough. They're good. They just been losing close games.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible.
Sounds like Lions.
Like the Detroit Lions?
Yeah, the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So,
This year didn't even feel like Thanksgiving.
nah, it was weird.
I don't know if holidays just. I mean, I guess it's probably part of being an adult. But this year, because we were down at my mom's,
Mm-hmm.
but it was just the 4 of us, and then like some family came over for dinner and were there for like 2 hours and then left.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were there like they came in 8 and
Mhm.
they got there like 4 and left like 6:30.
Yeah.
And that was it. So we just sat around watching football, but
Right.
it was chill. It was super low key.
Yeah. That's what it feels like. His things are getting more. I mean, my day was hectic because I went to the Phil Knight tournament. Obviously, both of you know.
Met
that.
Roll Williams.
I met Roy Williams again.
Oh, you met him before?
Yeah, I both. Oh goodness! So this is when I went to in 2019.
Oh, did he remember you?
Signed by. I didn't tell him because I didn't want him to not sign my hat. So I had that one, and then I was wearing this hat. I'm not even gonna be able to get it down. Oh goodness! I was wearing this one. I had this one, the other one. I had it hooked onto my belt.
Yeah.
But I was like, if I ask him to sign it and he sees his name, he's not gonna sign it.
Yeah.
And so I just grabbed my other hat and he signed it.
Double signed.
I was like, what?
Did you have a Sharpie on you?
I brought a Sharpie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
hey, can you sign this? Also, do you have a Sharpie?
Do you have a
Sharpie?
You because I've seen that. Like
Oh yeah.
where they're like, do you have a Sharpie? And they're like, I'm warming
Yeah,
up
like
for a
NFL
basketball
warm
game.
ups. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you got a pin on you?
But
Stephon Diggs just pulls out a pin.
right. So yeah, that was fun. I mean, Carolina beat Portland there, which was cool to watch.
What Portland?
University of Portland.
Oh, you see PSU smacked like Portland
Bible. Mike, you hear about that?
I didn't even know Portland
Yeah.
Bible was a college.
Yeah,
They lost by like 80 points though.
it's pretty bad.
It's like, jeez.
What's crazy is Multnomah played University of Portland yesterday and only lost by 20.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 80 to 100.
Is Portland Bible even? What are they? They're private, so they're probably D3.
No, they're like a Christian conference.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're just playing PSU just 'cause?
It's like an exhibition. They picked the
Expedition
wrong
for
team to
PSU,
play.
maybe.
Yeah.
That was the hardest game they're gonna play all year.
Well, Portland State started the game on 38-0 run.
Oh,
It was 38 to 0.
jeez, you can't even get a layup.
So, but
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
then I went to Heather and Tad's to my aunt and uncles, and grandma was just so
A character.
My dogs, Treader and Caspian.
Right.
My grandma was FaceTiming them. Everyone was FaceTiming them to say hi and stuff. And the dogs came on the camera, and my grandma goes, "Oh, it's Treader and Trainer."
Shredder and trainer.
We're like, "What?" And then, Mike, I think you were off camera, but we were hanging out, like we were just talking and chatting, and Grandma said something dumb because it's Grandma, and Parker made fun of her. And like they're sitting next to each other like this. I don't know if I told you this, but they're sitting next to each other, and Parker is like laughing and making fun of my grandma, and then my grandma turns to her and she's like, "Brat," and just crosses her arms. Oh, it's so good because grandma's got no comeback for the 16-year-old.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so successful Thanksgiving, lots of food. But I get what you're saying. It's like feels so different nowadays.
Oh yeah.
And I'm guessing that'll change as
Just something about COVID. They
yeah.
just put something in COVID, and now we just don't have the same feelings.
Exactly. It's weird. But
It's all those chemtrails in the air.
oh gosh. So Bryton is our second guest. And Jackson, who's our other guest, has been on like 3 times now. Because he's just there all the time. But we'll do the same thing every single time. We got a few questions. We already told him them so he could prepare his answers. But Bryton, who are you? Tell us about yourself, or tell the people listening about yourself because we know you.
I'm a husband of almost 2 years.
Great. Oh yeah, February.
February, I know it's coming up. I'm a father of a 9-month-old, or almost 9-month-old.
Yeah.
There's not much else about me. That's who I am now.
Right.
Father and husband.
Father and husband.
I got no other attributes to my personality.
You work.
Yeah, I work for a freight company.
Yeah. Are you technically a freight broker? Is that the correct term?
Essentially, the broker sounds nicer than like dispatcher.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, I'm just a broker, just a middleman to middleman.
Right. Exactly.
But I love it. It's great. What else? What else is there about me?
Oh man, I don't know. Those are the main things.
Those are the main things. That's literally who I am now. What do you like when people ask what I'm doing? It's either I'm with Kayla or whatever. So
you have a podcast.
My wife and I have a podcast.
You can plug your podcast.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a podcast. It's a Dustin Rib podcast featuring Mika's artwork.
Mika's artwork, exactly. And then you like the Seahawks, Blazers.
Yeah,
that's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
I would have been happier if the Mariners knew how to win a playoff game, but hey, we made it after 20 years. So.
It's true.
You did.
We did. We finally made it. Go to churches, some of you.
Nice.
I still go there. After so many, it's been like I just like looked back and been going there for like 13 years.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It's a really long time.
What else about me? There's nothing else that interesting, really.
Oh yeah, that's good. Perfect.
Oh, I upgraded from a Nintendo Switch to an Xbox,
like
so I'm less good at Fortnite now.
Because the matchmaking is definitely there's a visible.
Dude, I just felt like an elite player on Nintendo. I was getting at least twice a day when I was playing, I was getting like 13 kill games.
Yeah.
And then on the Xbox, I'm like getting killed on the spawn. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Getting rocks.
Well, but me and you were playing a few weeks ago, and we kept dying off spawn. You were on Switch still,
Right.
and then the last game we died off spawn, and then you died off spawn, and you're like, I'm done, and you left the game, and I just played it out and had like 31 kills because it was all Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch lobbies is a bunch of just little kids.
They're really
Well, isn't Nintendo Switch not cross-platform when it just play like when you play or whatever? I'm pretty sure that's like the only console that doesn't like mix lobbies.
Like it's just Switch
with
players,
PC
unless
and Xbox and PS4.
That makes sense because there wasn't much.
Unless like someone has a PC or an Xbox is playing with someone.
It's playing, yeah.
Which we won a lot of games because of it. So,
but
yeah,
yeah,
good
I'm
confidence
pretty sure
booster. So,
but
yeah, other than that,
yeah,
nothing crazy.
There you go.
I'm about to be champion of fantasy football. You can add that to my title.
You're like 5-7.
Don't call it a comeback. Well, that's in one league. The other league, I'm in first place. I'm 9-3.
Is that for money too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
But my team is stacked. Like, and this was I haven't done any trades.
Yeah.
I have Justin Herbert, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I don't know who my wide receivers. I forgot who my wide receivers are. Oh, AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin, and then Travis Kelce.
Dang.
That's the team I drafted.
That's a 10
with the 10-person
Yeah,
league.
that's crazy.
You'd be undefeated if you didn't have Justin Herbert.
Probably. No, honestly. Even if I got like Burrow or if I drafted Josh Allen or something.
Anybody else besides
anybody but Justin Herbert. He's been all his receivers have been injured, so
yeah, I had
he's like
high hopes.
He's a good quarterback, but
he is. He's just been injured and he had no receivers. His top 2 wide receivers been injured half the season.
Yeah, you can't really do anything about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, week 3 he like broke rib cartilage.
Yeah, he's been playing through
like
it.
when I don't understand like when athletes get hurt because it's like, why are they still playing? And I mean, I get they're getting paid a lot of money and they get whatever drugs they want to not feel it, but like
exactly
rib cartilage, like that getting hit in the ribs in general hurts. Right. So I couldn't imagine the pain. And you feel it with every movement you make. You feel it.
Well, and he's constantly getting hit in the ribs. That's what happens when you get sacked. You get hit in the ribs.
So it's just like I could. Like,
it's his choice though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like they give him the option. They're like, well, we could either like inject you with whatever we feel like or whatever you feel like. And you can play, or you can be out for the season and we'll do surgery.
Right. And then puncture your kidney like Tyrod Taylor.
Is that what happened to him?
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was the concern with singing Justin Herbert.
Yeah, because like the doctor just like punctured his kidney trying to give him like an injection of methamphetamine or whatever.
Good gosh. Oh man.
Crazy.
Now for the part, obviously we're a pop culture podcast with a heavy emphasis on movies. So we'll go through these questions. I'll ask you.
Oh, these for me?
These are for you. I'll ask you, then Micah, and so we'll go back and forth and ask you. But obviously Marvel has TV shows now, but what is your favorite Marvel or movie or TV show?
So this was hard. Well, I did one for both.
Okay. That's what Jackson did too.
Well, I think the question you sent me, it said, I think there was a slash, so I took the slash as both rather than or.
Fair.
But I intentionally went non-basic.
Okay.
Because I was just going to say Spider-Man No Way Home. Okay. Because it's just amazing. But I'm like, I want to go non-basic, so I went slightly less basic.
Okay.
And I said Black Panther as a favorite Marvel movie.
The first
one. Yeah, there you go. I just appreciate like what they did behind it. Not only did it include like just a more like African culture, right? But then like how they created the Wakandan language was like 13 different African languages like combined or something like that. Right. So that one's probably my favorite. And the TV show, I said WandaVision.
Those are both great.
It helps that she's kind of attractive.
Yeah, that's probably.
But you also that's what you see, like that formulates her as one of the like strongest heroes.
Oh yeah, she
like in that show you just see how powerful she is.
Which led into Doctor Strange,
which was like a bottom tier movie.
The top bottom. I liked Doctor Strange.
I thought it wasn't even a Doctor Strange movie. It was a Wanda movie.
It was a lot of Wanda.
There's a lot wrong with it, but overall, like it was entertaining.
It was really entertaining.
It was entertaining. If I would have been told it was a thriller, I would have liked it.
Like more
well,
scary.
it was what's his name, Raimi.
Yeah, Sam Raimi.
Yeah,
he makes a bunch of thriller movies.
He made
it was interesting.
Evil Dead.
Like the expectations I had for what was what I meant, but those are my two.
If it was a Scarlet Witch movie,
yeah,
like if it was like Scarlet Witch supposed to be a thriller,
I would have liked it.
I feel like they would have got rid of some of the stupid stuff, like
Right.
the America Chavez stuff, and they would have made it more about her. Then it could have been. I think it could have been really good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the ending was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird, like that Doctor Strange had like a third eye all of a sudden. I'm like, why are they bringing Illuminati into the Doctor Strange universe?
Right. There was definitely parts I loved, but also parts that I was like, this
the ending was good though, like the whole
average,
bringing everything back together and realizing what she did in WandaVision.
Right.
It was like, I thought that was cool.
Yeah. But it is okay. But when you put it simply, it's just, I don't remember who said it to Wanda, but they were just, America Chavez, I think, was just like, just don't do it. Just stop. Like, okay, I'll stop.
I'll stop.
Yeah. Granted, that's how a lot of movies end, but
yeah, it's like telling your wife, like, it's not that big of a deal.
You're fine. It's okay.
You're fine. It's okay. It doesn't end well for anybody.
No, it does not. But all right, so Black Panther and WandaVision.
Yeah, I'd probably go with those guys.
Nice. Micah?
Yeah. What is your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show in general, I put The Office.
Okay. Makes sense.
There's the other ones I was thinking of, but it's like, I mean, Breaking Bad's like a close second.
I didn't know you've seen that.
Or Friday Night Lights. That'd probably be my tier.
Okay.
The Office I've just seen like 9 times all the way through.
Right.
And I own the set. But like Breaking Bad and Friday Night Lights. But I've only watched Friday Night Lights like twice.
Okay.
Because I don't have the emotional capability to continue to watch it.
It's true. I haven't watched Friday Night Lights since high school.
But yeah, 100% The Office.
Yeah. You have a...
where'd it go? Yeah. Wifey got me an added calendar of like Office Funkos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I've been opening those.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I was telling Ryan I want to like make a keychain out of them. Someone has like drill something into his head.
If you could, that'd be cool.
I got Pam yesterday.
That's funny, yeah.
But like her legs like half a centimeter longer than the other one, so she can't stand up straight. And their heads are so big. Oh, Jim, that's like exactly what I got, I'm pretty sure.
That's so cool.
Yeah, because Maddie and I have Jim and Pam ones.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Micah, did you get an advent calendar from mom and dad?
No.
They bought.
I mean, like there'll be one at home probably.
They bought Elijah that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You
I'll
guys
probably
don't
just have a
matter
chocolate
as much
one.
anymore,
right? Huh?
So you guys don't matter as much anymore. Elijah.
I'm still supposed to be under the umbrella though.
He is supposed to be.
Elijah does whatever he wants. I mean, dude, this kid's living lavish.
Oh, big time.
He is big time.
He gets to do a lot of things. Like this is sitting in my, the keyboard, like on the top of my keyboard, and Bryton goes, and I told him like why, because Elijah gave it to me when he first got into Pokemon, and he was like, "Your parents let him collect Pokemon cards?" I was like, "Apparently now."
Not us.
Hey, he's what they wanted you guys to be. So they're just everything to Elijah.
Yeah, the strictness is.
Didn't you say he's playing football too?
He plays football. He plays basketball. He plays video games during the week.
Oh my gosh! I went home. Do you know how long he played?
No.
Over the 4 days I was home, the dude probably played like 35 hours of video games.
Like
2 days in a row, he didn't take off his pajamas.
Were you guys not allowed to play video games during the week?
No.
No.
Holiday break, so spring break, Thanksgiving break, Christmas break, summer break.
I mean, he's the only child now, and they're far away, so they're just like, hey, do whatever you want.
Yeah, but like
insane. Even on weekends, we had a limit.
Yeah,
this dude woke up in the morning, played until he went to bed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to go hang out with Elijah. I'll pay to stay there for a week.
Dude.
And they got the pool now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta come hang out.
Yeah, exactly. What's your favorite Disney movie?
Okay, so I broke it down. So you guys are gonna have to have some patience with me.
Okay.
That was a hard question.
Yeah. There's a lot of Disney.
A lot of Disney. So what I did was I broke it down into the decades.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So I started from the 1910s. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, I just did the 90s, the 2000s, the 10s, and the 20s.
Okay.
So because I was looking and I'm like, first of all, I told you about this earlier. It's hard to pick a favorite movie because I've never thought about it before. So when I looked, I just did like IMDb's like top 100 for the last like 10 years. And then I just was like, I like that one and that one. And then it made the list. Right. But for the Disney ones, it's a little easier. So for the 90s, I'd say Toy Story.
Okay.
Kind of hard to beat that.
It's the highest rated movie.
Original Disney Toy Story. Yeah. I mean, might be basic, but I love it. And then for the 2000s, I had 2.
Okay.
And I have a question with one of them that I saw today, so I thought it was funny.
Okay.
The 2000s, I say Glory Road, because that's a Disney movie.
Disney movie, you're right.
And Ratatouille.
That's a great movie.
My question is, who would win in a fight, Ratatouille or Stuart Little?
This.
You guys already talk about this?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
No, I don't think we've talked about it. I had the conversation with Jenna.
I just was reading it today. I'm like, that's hilarious.
Remy or Stuart Little?
Yeah.
I'd say Remy.
Yo, but
I would say Remy could throw around a human, so
Remy's from the streets.
Yeah, but Stuart flies planes.
But Stuart's like he
can drive a car, run his ass over.
He's like a white prep school kid though.
Yeah, he really is.
Daddy's money. Bottom of the little airplane. That's funny.
Oh, that's such a good question though.
And then the 2010s, I said Coco.
That's fair.
I just like the culture thing again. Like I just like I like the emphasis that they put on it.
Right.
And then this is probably gonna be disagreed on, but for the 2020s or for the 20s, I don't know how you say it. Right. I'm not far enough along yet.
2 years.
I said Soul.
I haven't even seen Soul.
I like Soul a lot.
I like Soul.
I like
a lot of people hated it.
Yeah, a lot of people did, and like I'm a big fan of Inside Out. Like I thought that was a great movie, and so when they did Soul, I'm like, this is so cool how they just like intertwined it all and kind of like went like took a step away from it, but still had the same kind of idea behind it.
There's not a lot that's come out in the
not yet
20s, so that's like a fair pick.
But yeah, I thought it's a great one because I mean, what they started out by him like figuring out he got that like he's able to play in a band because that's like he wants to play. What is it, saxophone or piano? Piano. And then he falls into like this sewer hole.
Oh, right.
And then like he goes into the whole soul thing and figures it all out. But it was cool. It was a cool little thing because it like
good concept.
It had some trueness to the idea of it, which I thought was good.
Right. Yeah. But, nice. Those are great picks.
Yeah, it was tough. You put me on the spot.
I'm glad I don't have to answer that every week. Every once in a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of Disney movies. I didn't realize that like Cinderella and all those princess movies from like were World War II era.
Yeah, I'm like 50s.
Looking at this stuff and I'm like, geez, this is a lot older than I thought.
Yeah, movies have
really
changed.
Old.
Changed a lot.
Crazy. Top 3 movies of all time.
That was hard, you guys.
That's a loaded question.
So I snuck something in there. So I said Elf.
Okay, that's fair.
I love Elf. Like I'll watch it all year round.
I'm a diehard Elf fan.
Oh, are you? I got it. One of my ornaments I got last year was an Elf Funko Pop.
Really?
Yeah.
Micah is one of the biggest Elf stands.
Dude, I love Elf. People just don't like Will Ferrell, but I think they do such a good job at it.
Oh, he's great. And
dude, Elf is phenomenal. And then I put Shrek.
Okay.
Like just for the fighting scene alone, where he goes in there and is just throwing dudes around in the barrels of whatever that stuff is, beer probably.
Yeah.
And then I said the Narnia series.
Okay, so the three Narnia movies.
Yeah. Because growing up, I had all the figurines, and my parents bought them for me.
His dad, you know, Peter's sword. His dad has like a life-size real replica. It is so.
That's
cool.
pretty sick.
He collects swords. So he has some. He has one from the. It's not called I Am Sparta. What's that movie called?
Gladiator.
Yeah, he has a gladiator sword. He has the Robin Hood sword.
Oh my gosh!
Like he just collects. He doesn't do it anymore. But for a while, he's collecting like movie replica swords and had them hung up around the house. That's so cool. But those are probably my top 3.
There you go.
Those are ones I could throw on anytime and just watch.
You can watch anytime. Yeah. So we got top 5.
Icks.
Top 5 Icks.
Who chooses this dumb category?
You did.
Was it me?
All right. Micah, how many did you write down?
8.
8. I have 7 because I couldn't think of one. I'll just put a pet peeve. Okay, I got 8. So icks are things that turn you off from the opposite gender, and none of mine are like things Jenna does. I don't know if Micah, you have things Maddie does, but at least I don't think. Actually, one of them is.
I definitely do. I don't have all icks though.
Yeah, I definitely have more pet peeves than icks.
Icks / pet peeves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top 5.
That's what I get for trying to use like a new Gen Z term. I don't know what any of it.
Right. Oh,
I don't know what any of that means. I messed it up.
Micah, you want to start us off? Go Micah, Bryton, then me.
Sure.
Okay.
My first one's a pet peeve. Okay. And it is people who want to split an unequal quantity of food into an equal split bill. When people order more food than you and then still want to split it.
Yeah. Like split
equally.
The bill 50-50.
So you're paying for part of their food.
Right.
Oh, that's fair.
Right.
That's bad. I mean, that's definitely happened before. But, it's annoying.
I will throw hands over it.
No, that's fact. I thought, no, like, I've gone and gotten like fries somewhere and someone got like a full meal.
Hey, you want to split
you want to split the bill? I'm like, for what?
I paid $2.
Yeah. No. That's a good one. Oh, we're going like so 1 and 1.
Yeah, we'll go.
Got it.
Yeah, back and forth.
So I don't remember off the top of my head here. Oh, I said people that talk with their hands. That's a pet peeve.
He's literally talking to me right now. I talk with my hands a lot.
Well, no, not like you're preaching and you're just like this, but like when someone's like annoyed or like they're just talking and they're just like clapping you and talking.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or they're just like very aggressive. Like I hate when people talk with their hands.
Hating on all Italians right now.
They
all talk with their hands.
I hate when people talk with their hands.
My first honorable mention is a pet peeve, but when like someone says like we're going up to California, going down to Seattle. Like dog.
That was me.
North, south, like
directions.
Like come on.
That's funny.
So like Jenna actually does do this. Where she's like, we're going down to Seattle for the weekend. I'm like, no, we are not. We are going up.
We are going up
to Seattle for the weekend.
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, it bothers me.
Definitely. My second honorable mention is people who wear socks to bed.
Oh,
that's a fair one.
Yeah, that's valid.
I can't even fathom that.
It's unhuman.
It's
inhumane.
Yeah, it's not okay.
It's a health hazard.
It is.
Nice.
My second one is people. What did I just say? People that. Where'd it go? Oh, people that don't value my time.
Okay.
Like I hate when people run late.
Interesting.
Like it's my biggest pet peeve, and I guess I'm sticking on pet peeves. Whoever created this Icks category is dumb, but I'm about to just vent over here. When people show up late,
right?
So I won't say names in case he watches this, but he'll know who it is. But I invited a friend over for dinner when they were in town, and I know
who this is.
I just was like, hey, dinner's gonna be done at 6. Be over here. This man didn't show up till 7:30. Before he came inside, I walked outside and I said, you're not welcome back over here if you don't have respect for me and my family's time.
Oof.
And he apologized and then I came back and came inside and ate with us. But I'm just like, my wife had dinner done at 6 o'clock. She slaved over dinner, trying to make dinner all nice for them, and they show up at 7:30.
Yeah.
Bearing gifts for Everett, so it made it a little better. But I was just like, nah.
Okay.
And so it officially.
Is it the person I'm thinking of?
Huh?
Is it the person I'm thinking of?
Probably, yeah. Jalen.
Oh, you're just gonna say? I think you were gonna say it.
Yeah, but he's not the only one. I just hate, like, my sister's like that too.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna meet up somewhere and then she shows up like a half hour late or whatever. I'm like,
I'll show up like if I should ever show up late, it's like a couple minutes, maybe 5 minutes late.
Yeah, no, I hate when people are late. I'll intentionally cut the time short. I'm serious. I'll intentionally cut the time short because you're late.
My next honorable mention is PDA in church.
I could think of hit person right now.
It doesn't happen at Crosspoint because it's like a Baptist church. Like I've worn a hat like 3 times to church, and like I'm the only one that wears a hat in church.
Do you have people that wear like suit and tie shirts?
No, no. The Vietnamese church they do.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're all dressed up. But like there's like maybe 5 people, not even that, will lift their hands up in church.
Really?
Yeah. So they're very like very Baptist.
Our God.
Yeah.
The little robots in there.
So yeah, but PDA, it doesn't happen now, but like it did happen to some of you where they're like just fondling each other. And it's just like, dude, chill. I hate it.
Valid. My last honorable mention is actually an ick.
Okay.
And it's astrology and crystal girls.
Oh my goodness. That's all mine. It's just a little higher.
Especially like, it's just their whole personality.
Yeah.
Revolves around it.
When someone asks you that question, like when you first meet and one of the questions is like, what is what are they called?
What's your sign?
Yeah, what's your sign?
Oh man.
I immediately just like lose brain cells.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's mad annoying.
And like, you seem like an Aquarius. I'm like, oh dear Lord.
Yeah. I love when people make fun of it, like comedians use it as bits. Yeah. I just saw one where this dude went through it. He's like talking about how he hates astrology and all this stuff and how it's so fake. And he's like, watch, I'll prove it. It's like, can you guess what my sign is? And he's like asking the audience, and this confident chick, she's like, you're a Cancer. And he's like, nope. See, you couldn't even know. He's like, I'm an Aquarius. And she's like, oh,
it makes so much sense.
That makes so much sense. He's like, you know what the funny thing is? I'm not an Aquarius.
I love it. It's true. They're just like, all right, here's this box. You're in that.
Like the Enneagrams were like just a slightly less psychotic version of.
Oh, the Enneagram,
yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I hate the Enneagram.
The crystals. I have people I work with that have crystals on their desk, and they're like, "This crystal brings this," and I'm like, "Oh."
Cool. I know people who there's people around my age who went to Summit View who now they fully believe in crystals. Like they'll buy crystals and use them to like manifest boyfriends.
Dude, imagine
when we hit not recording anymore. I want to know who.
Okay.
That's funny though that someone would just have crystals.
Well, there's people like
the fact that they buy crystals are like just some random person's finding rocks and selling them to you.
Multiple rooms though, like certain crystals are for certain rooms.
Right, like yeah. If I go over to a person's house,
like sexy crystals.
It's so bad.
If I go over to a person's house and there's crystals in their living room, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I can't.
I can't do it either. Like it's just like, oh, I'm just so mean to people. Like I'm such an Aquarius. Like, no, you're a beat. Like, you're just mean.
The stars just align this way.
Yeah. I'm gonna be in such a bad mood all month because of the moon. I don't know. Anyway, who's you're up?
My next one, any kind of touch base on this, but directionally challenged people.
Oh yeah.
I just don't have tolerance for that type of stupidity. Like when I'm trying to say like, hey, we're gonna go up like to the Chick-fil-A on Mill Plain or whatever.
Yeah, Mill Plain in 164.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, is that the one by the mall? Or just things like that.
People that use like locations.
You don't know where things are.
And granted, when I was in high school, even still, I used to be the person like, oh yeah, like that IHOP over by like this Target and this road or whatever. But now that I'm the age now, and I'll talk to people that are my age or older, I'm like, no, I can't handle it.
Like they just don't know basic streets and things like
challenge.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, like I intentionally don't use a map when I like drive to new places.
Yeah,
because I'm like, if I just head the way I'm supposed to go home, I'll eventually get there.
Yeah, I mean,
it may take longer, but
I use maps occasionally. But if I've been there, I don't use a map anymore.
Yeah, I get how people are so challenged with like memory and just understanding how to get around.
Well, my sister,
I just don't understand it.
Yeah, sorry, sis. But when we were in high school, because we like went back and forth with my parents.
Yeah.
For the longest time, she would use maps to get to school every day.
Yeah, it's like I go somewhere once. I can get there in 20 years without going back.
Right, you go there once and you like you know how to get there.
Be like in 30 years, and I could have moved 5 different places and came back to St. George, and I'd still know how to go around.
Right. Yeah, no, exactly.
Like, it's not that difficult.
You know, some people say there's not the predestined ones, but there is.
It's true.
Predestined with directions.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. My next one is definitely an ick. Like rude if you like, obviously married now, but at the time, like before when I was dating, I feel like rude to family or like didn't like you, Micah, or like didn't like Elijah. Like I had an ex-girlfriend who told me one time she just didn't like hanging out with Elijah when he was like a 3-year-old, and I was like, see ya.
Like hanging out with babies once they get to a certain age,
because he would want to hang out all the time because he was a kid.
Yeah.
And she's just like, can we not hang out with him? And I was like,
you said this is who?
I'm not gonna say her name on this.
No, you said it was a girlfriend?
Ex-girlfriend in high school.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, it's pretty bad. But it just bothers me. It's like that's such a turn off. Like, go away. My family's more important than you are.
Yeah, that's facts.
Mm-hmm. In the
family. As Vin Diesel would say.
In the dating stage. But into the top 5, Micah.
Yeah. Number 5. I have people who claim that they don't like TV or movies. Like that they say they just can't sit down and watch something. Or they're like that's such a waste of time, or like I just don't enjoy it. I don't like these things. And Maddie is guilty of this.
Jen is guilty of it too.
I'm like, you're like a liar. You're just a liar. Because there's so much stuff that you could be doing right now. Like
they'd rather sit on TikTok.
With movies, and yeah, she'll sit on TikTok and be like, wow, you play video games and watch TV. And I'm like, what? Well, Jenna, I'd rather be. You could just find something on one of the 15 streaming services,
right,
and watch it. Like, really?
Yeah, it's I don't know. Jenna does it too, where she's like, "You watch so many movies. So like, who goes to the movies by yourself?" And I'm like, "It's just like a thing I like doing." It's like it's a waste of time. I'm like, "You watch the Kardashians, bro. Like, don't even like talk to me."
Yeah, they just sit there and they talk. They just talk about how they don't consume content. It's like
everyone wastes time. Everyone just wastes time in different ways.
Yeah, everybody wastes time, and so I'm like,
if it's actually
there is time. In movies and TV and video games and all that kind of stuff, it's like,
yeah,
I feel like you waste more time when you're on TikTok than when I choose to play a game or watch a TV show.
I would agree with you.
So this one might be controversial because I don't know. It's a genetic issue.
It's a genetic issue.
But
oh god.
But midget thumbs.
Our
like,
mom.
What are they, like hitchhiker thumbs?
Yeah, like they're
like big toe thumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, stubby ones.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you got a big toe as your thumb.
It's in our family. There's like multiple people that have it.
Yeah,
oh really?
Yeah, multiple.
Yeah, no, it's kind of ick of me because I don't know.
That's
why,
so funny. But... I love that. I thought you were gonna go crazy because I've seen your TikTok for you, bitch. Okay, I'm not gonna say it.
My TikTok's funny
right now, but oh, that's funny. I hope my mom watches this episode.
She's not gonna like me anymore.
You're no longer welcome in my home. My number 5, I got Swifties. Taylor Swift fans.
Oh, sorry, Kayla.
Sorry, Jenna.
She's gonna stop listening now.
Sorry, Maddie.
Like
all the girls are gonna stop listening at the 40-minute mark.
Right. And like honestly, Jenna's not that bad. Like Jenna likes Taylor Swift, but I'm talking like actual like crazy Taylor Swift fans. They just bother me. Self-explanatory.
Greg.
Greg
loves T-Swizzle.
Oh my gosh. He also got his initial tattooed on his ankle, so I don't want to hear it. Anyway, Micah, continue.
Yeah, number 4, I have Swifties. There's Taylor Swift fans.
Yeah, dude.
I'm confused. Did I do something wrong?
Huh?
You're on number 4?
Like, into our top 4.
Oh, gotcha. Well, he said 5, so now we're at 4.
Yeah, so I was 5. We did 5. Then
I'm
he's
tracking.
4.
First timer here. I just lost count, and then he said 5 and 4. I'm like, wait, I thought we were done.
We just have them ranked on here.
Got it.
I'm guessing.
I'm tracking now.
Yeah. Okay. You said Swifties, Micah?
Yeah.
Self-explanatory.
Oh, back to me again.
Back to you.
People that chew with their mouth open.
Yeah.
I know someone that does that. They're very close to me.
Me?
In proximity. No, not you. Your wife.
Oh.
My cousin does it.
Jenna does too.
My cousin still does it.
I never noticed it because I did sometimes because my mom would say something and I was like, nah, whatever.
Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But like when I'm eating and I just hear it go, I'm like, just close your mouth or don't eat. Just starve.
Just starve.
Just starve.
Oh, that's funny.
But,
my number 4 has to do with the Enneagram. When I meet someone or I'm talking to someone or I'm friends with someone and we're in conversation, they say, "Oh, what's your Enneagram?" Or if they know it, they're like, "You're such an Enneagram blank." Like, no, I'm myself.
I immediately get told an Enneagram 8, and they're right every time. But I'm just like, they're immediately just like, you're aggressive. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So anyway,
maybe I am aggressive, but
okay. Continue.
Valid. Number 3.
Yep.
I have the classic woman nonsense questions related.
Gosh, I'm changing mine,
but not exclusive to if I were a worm questions.
I agree with that. Oh my gosh,
would you still date me if I was a worm? Every time she asks a question like that,
or like, would you redo this all over again?
No. I just say no every time without thought. No matter what I would actually answer, it's just no every time.
It's just nah, dude.
Kayla asked me that. She's like, would you have dated me if you knew the outcome sooner? I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't know. What kind of questions are these?
Yeah, exactly. What kind of question is that? It makes me mad, so I just say no.
I saw one that was like, this girl, her and her husband, they're on TikTok, and she was like, you have to, in order to save me, you have to sleep with my sister.
Yeah, I've seen this.
And he's
what
like,
the heck?
He's like, well, if I sleep with your sister, then I die. And if I don't, then you die. So I'm just not doing anything because this is a dumb question. And I'm like, I agree.
Oh, man.
It's so funny.
Oh. Yeah.
Mine, other one would be, I don't know if you count this as an ick or just impatience. But your order is wrong at Taco Bell. I say Taco Bell because it happens a lot. But it's like, how? Like, do they just intentionally not care and they just throw things in your bag as it's going down the line? Yeah. I hate it.
I mean,
I only can eat a certain thing on the menu anyways. And so when I get like a burrito in there, I'm like, I can't even eat it.
Right. What's funny is because you worked in food service and you still hate it so much.
Oh, yeah.
But, my number 3 is astrology. That's self-explanatory. It's stupid. I hate it. Anyway, nothing more needs to be said about it.
I have a pretty good. I'm pretty proud of this one.
Okay.
It's an ick. And it's for all human beings. It doesn't matter. You're going to give me the ick no matter what. It is people chasing after small balls. Like ping pong balls, golf balls, bouncy balls. When you try to grab it while it's bouncing and it's moving, you look like the stupidest human alive.
Trying to grab it while it's bouncing still.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's true, dude.
No one can do it. Just let it stop. Just let it finish.
Just let it roll. Let it go its course.
Because you're not going to get it.
Oh, that's so funny. I agree. That's a good one.
All right. That's going to... I'm going to say this... when people post their Spotify Wrapped on Instagram, no one cares.
I did post mine.
It's funny because I'll probably do it if I ever get a Spotify. But I'm like... All day yesterday and today, it's just
every single story.
I thought of one. Okay, and I thought you triggered something in me because it's definitely on there, but like I don't know why. Kayla does it all the time, but like post a picture of this on your story things.
Oh yeah,
I hate them, and I never want to say anything to Kayla because
girls love it.
Because Jenna does it too, and I hate that. Sorry, that's not even my number 2. But I
hate something also.
It's just it's an excuse to post something, which is fine. But like I don't know.
Some of them are so obscure though.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, where did you even find this?
Yeah.
Right.
The only Spotify rap that I actually paid attention to was somebody, and they were like the top 95% of the world as far as listening.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they had like over 250,000.
My gosh.
And I'm just like, what are you doing with your like?
That's so many hours.
Like they just never turn off music.
That's crazy.
That was impressive. I'm like, yeah, I want to see that. That's history.
Show me that.
That's gonna be in history books.
Right. My number 2 is a two-parter. It's like when people talk in movies, or like when your wife or significant other is sitting next to you, and she asks you why something happened in a movie that you've never seen. Like, how? Why did they do that? I don't know.
We'll both watch the movie first. So what is this guy?
Let's find out.
Yeah, wait and watch.
Why don't we find out?
If you want to ask me at the end of the movie, I'll answer any question you want.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
I know my dad watches this, and I've said this before, but it's a movie, not a talkie. I could not agree more.
Oh yeah.
All right, number 1, Micah.
Yeah, that's my number 1. Asking questions about a movie that I've never seen.
That you've never seen. It's so bad. I hate it.
It annoys me so much.
If I've seen it, I get it a little bit more, but I still don't want to answer your question.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe you guys agree with this. Girls talk a lot in movies, but I feel like when guys talk a lot in talk in movies, it's like this little comment about one thing that doesn't interrupt anything.
I feel like it turns into like a positive thing that like kind of parallels the movie.
Yeah,
and,
it's like a
helps it move along, and then when like every time Maddie says something, it's just like the most distracting thing. I swear I missed like 25 minutes of the movie.
Because the last time I saw a movie with you, Micah, was, or I guess before, because we saw Vengeance together. But when we saw Top Gun, there was little bits where we'd turn to each other and say something, and nothing changed. Nothing changed about the movie.
The other day when we watched Creed 2, remember? And Kayla was so fixated on Sylvester Stallone's eyebrow makeup.
Oh my gosh. Just eyebrow makeup, bro. I was
because he doesn't have any, but like they just did a bad job. And so for the last half of the movie, she just kept pointing out his eyebrow makeup.
Constantly.
She's like, I just can't get over the eyebrow makeup. And I'm like, watch the movie.
Yeah. What's your number 1?
My number 1 is when they say they're not hungry.
Oh.
And they still want some of your food.
Yeah. You said.
You offer to get them whatever they want. And they say no. And then they eat half your large fry.
Yeah.
No.
I don't have that problem.
Really?
She just wants me to spend my money on her and then just doesn't eat it.
So you gotta throw away the food after.
Oh yeah. Spent like $6, $7 on her froyo the other night or whatever. She had like 4 or 5 bites.
Oh, that's
the rest gone.
That's an ick.
Oh my gosh, that sucks, dude.
That's when she asks if you want to go get food the next day. Say, no, you got this left over to finish. You gotta finish this first before we go.
Exactly. My number 1, Jenna doesn't do, mostly because she's not on TikTok. But when someone says it's giving, like specifically,
that was on my list.
It's giving. I don't care what.
Yeah.
All it's giving is me a migraine. Like, shut up.
I hate that too.
I'm getting frustrated right now thinking about it.
I think that put like that could be broader. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
but like relating to basically just any person or girl specifically that has a TikTok personality.
Yeah.
Like their personality just changes with trends.
That's a good point.
Like having never said in their entire life the words "it's giving,"
and then it being
saying nothing but "it's giving," and then eventually they'll stop saying it forever.
Yeah, and say something else. It's true.
Trendy.
Moving on. We should probably skip cultural moments. I don't know if, obviously, like, we could talk about the Balenciaga thing or Kanye because they're the 2 most recent things, but I'd rather talk about the movie stuff and do this draft.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, maybe Mike and we could talk about it later. But so we'll move on to Bryton came up with a great category. How are we deciding
Who goes first?
Yeah. Should I do the wheel of names, Micah?
Sure.
Okay.
Does the guest go first? I just know one of y'all are gonna steal it.
It's usually Ry.
No.
That steals it.
Jackson was first last time.
I know.
Put my name in there. Put my name in there twice.
Okay, fine. I'll put your name in twice.
So I did get slightly better odds.
Share my screen. Okay. You can see, Micah?
Yep.
All right. We're spinning for first pick.
Oh, no shot. Keep going. No shot.
No way.
Wow.
And then
if I get third even with two names in it.
all right. For second.
I'm gonna have to reset my whole draft now.
I don't even want second pick.
No shot, dude. Oh, okay.
All right.
Dear Lord.
Alrighty.
Just don't take mine, Micah.
Alrighty. So we got Micah. I'll write these down, Micah, too. Bryton and Ry. And we're doing snake draft. So.
Okay.
Alright, Micah. Greatest duos draft.
What kind of duos did you guys do?
That's
my first question.
Anything.
Like, is it? Yeah. Okay.
Anything. Yeah.
Anything. Literally.
Okay, that's I got that. Okay.
Like you can do.
I can work with that. I think I got a pretty good first pick. So first overall,
Yeah.
I'm picking mom and dad.
Oh, that's good.
Wow. Look at you being caring. That's a good one.
Jeez.
Well, just good. In general, they provide everything for 18 years.
Right.
That's pretty solid pick. You got 18 years.
That's true.
Wow. Now I feel like a tool choosing anything else that's not family oriented. Mine is Lightning McQueen and Mater.
Gosh dang it.
I had to go with it.
You had to. It's a great first pick. I'm gonna go. Oh gosh. I'm gonna go to, I think, arguably one of the most iconic. I'm gonna go Tom and Jerry.
Oh, that was my next one.
That's
a good one.
And back to back.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna. Oh gosh, this is tough. Goodness. I'm gonna have to go. Oh gosh, I don't know. Micah threw me off with the mom and dad thing. I'm gonna go peanut butter and jelly.
Hey.
At my 2 pick. Versatile.
All right, I gotta go with the obvious. Jordan and Pippen.
Ah, that's good. That's good.
Can you change the and symbol?
Yeah.
That's my ick right now. One's the and symbol, one's the actual word.
Inconsistency.
Fired. All right, Micah. You got 2 picks here.
Yeah. So the first one, I was a little bit confused by your pick because you didn't even pick the best peanut butter combo.
Don't say something stupid. Don't say pickles.
I went because okay.
Yeah, peanut butter and pickle. No, chocolate and peanut butter.
Oh, like Nutella?
No, like
that's hazelnut chocolate, dude.
Who eats chocolate and peanut butter?
Okay, I went peanut butter jelly because of the history. Obviously, Mike is going with the what is the word? The star power.
Yeah.
Ice cream, Reese's peanut butter cups.
Okay, I'm tracking.
I'm tracking. In general.
So many things are peanut butter and chocolate.
Okay, now that's fair.
That's a fire combo. And then
that's the worst. That's an ick right there. When you can't fit it, like when you have to change the line of how far everything's apart just because one word's a little too long.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Micah can see it.
Oh.
That's it.
I can't. All right.
That's rough.
Your next pick, Micah.
Say.
Yeah, I'm swooping from one of his favorite movies. I'm taking Shrek and Donkey.
That's a good one.
That is very good. That's, I mean, one of the greatest animated films ever.
Oh yeah.
Led by those two. Goodness.
My third pick is Santa and Cookies.
Oh my gosh. That might be the steal of the draft. Honestly.
Yeah, I feel like I got a great starting 6 here.
Right. I'm gonna go probably to another. I don't know. I'm not gonna go food again. I'm gonna go with the two greatest engineers of our generation. I'm gonna go Phineas and Ferb.
Dang.
Big move. I mean, just the goats. The goats. And there's two I'm thinking about, but I gotta go to the OG. I'm gonna go bread and butter.
That's a good one.
Just a solid player.
All right, I gotta hop on this food train. Mine's gonna be the good old fashioned burger and fries.
That's a good pick. That was
great.
That's what I was debating on. It was burger and fries
really?
or bread and butter.
Dude,
it's definitely on the list.
Oh, that's good.
My last 2 picks.
Yeah, your final 2 picks.
Wow.
Make it count.
So first, oh man, that's hard.
There's a lot of options.
Yeah, I just like every single one that I have left on my list. I'm gonna take Shaggy and Scooby.
Oh, that's a good one.
I was thinking about that.
And then I'm gonna slide into the holiday season as well, and I'm gonna take Christmas and Snow.
Okay,
that's a good one.
Christmas and Snow. That's a great pick.
All right, this one's gonna be kind of funny. Russ and Pete.
Oh.
The only dynamic duo. You don't fit in with no one else.
Serious. I could take Russell Wilson and playing terribly. That's a great duo. Oh goodness. I feel like Micah, have we ever talked about duos like in a top 5 setting? I think
we did.
But never did it like this. Let's see.
No, they were like related to movies, I think.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. Gosh. Ugh. I'm gonna take, I think, the best basketball duo. I'm gonna go Shaq and Kobe.
I was gonna say that when you picked Jordan and Pippen.
I had that on my list too. I was gonna go back to back, but I'm like
Shaq and Kobe.
Shaq and Kobe, in my opinion.
Who are some honorable mentions? The people that we missed. Sean and Gus from Psych.
Oh, Buzz and Woody.
Buzz and Woody. SpongeBob, Patrick.
Joey and Chandler from Friends.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah. I feel like Robin holds Batman down.
Yeah, but it's, I mean...
Jim and Dwight,
yeah.
Yeah. You hear Batman and Robin, though. It's pretty iconic.
Yeah.
Movies and popcorn.
Ooh. That would have been a steal.
Campfire and marshmallows.
Ry and hating cinnamon rolls.
That was the most aggravating whatever you call it, confession that I've ever heard from you.
Me not liking cinnamon rolls?
No, that you don't actually know. You just
haven't
had them, and it turned into something that you were just too stubborn to do. You don't even know if you like them or not.
No, I bet money I do.
Exactly, that pisses me off.
That's my ick.
That's awesome.
That's so great. To recap, Micah got Mom and Dad, Chocolate and Peanut Butter, Shrek and Donkey, Shaggy and Scooby, and Christmas and Snow.
Mario and Luigi.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good one.
Bryton got Lightning McQueen and Mater, Jordan and Pippin, Santa and Cookies, Burger and Fries, and Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. And Ry, got Tom and Jerry, Peanut Butter and Jelly, Phineas and Ferb, Bread and Butter, and Shaq and Kobe.
I just thought of another chocolate and milk.
That's good.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Chocolate, anything.
I think chocolate and milk is just
superior.
You can take it so many ways. You got chocolate milk, and you got milk chocolate, and then you got thinking any type of chocolate cookie you dip into milk.
Yeah.
Oreos.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Moving on to what we're watching this week. I watched a crap ton of things. Micah, did you watch the holiday special?
No.
Bryton, I know you did.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't even know it came out, to be
honest. How we gonna do? So
you go through all yours. You have like 5 million.
Well, I want to give like an actual thoughts on like 4 of them.
Okay.
So
read them all and then give the thoughts on the ones.
Yeah. So I watched Captain America: Civil War. Great movie. I watched the documentary The Redeem Team. I watched Elvis with Jenna. So I mean, Elvis is a solid movie. Have you seen that?
No, I said not yet seen it.
Oh, that's a good one.
But after your mom's reaction to it, I might have to go see it.
Yeah, right.
Best movie she's ever seen.
She said she loved it. I watched Creed 2 with you, which you'll talk about when you go. Crazy Stupid Love. Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell. Honestly, one of the funniest rom-coms ever.
It's a good movie.
The scene, Micah, you haven't seen it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, there's a scene that just everything just comes together. It's one of the funniest scenes.
It's a good
movie. Then I watched Devotion. Devotion was it's with Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell. A movie about the first black aviator and his wingman, who was Glenn Powell. And so it's based on a true story. Really good. I think I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Like, just solid made movie, great acting. Glenn Powell and Jonathan Majors together were like really, really good. And also incredibly sad. Just the story in general. So like just weeping in the theater, it felt like. So that was great. I watched Strange World, the new Disney animated movie, which is on track to lose over $100 million. Did you know that, Micah?
Yeah.
Yeah. That movie was a solid 2.5 stars, maybe 2 stars. Like, really? It was just not very good.
That's funny.
And not even for the reasons that certain people don't see the movie. Obviously, it has it's a very prominent storyline piece. Is the main protagonist, teenager, is gay or bi? I don't know, but and I not even for that reason did I not like the movie. It just all these characters that just weren't very intriguing, and it was just a weird movie. And they try to push a lot of agendas that just, it was strange. I don't mean that intentionally. I saw The Fablemans. This is Steven Spielberg's movie that's like semi-biopic about his life growing up. That was really, really good. Seth Rogen was in it. Who's the dude that played the Riddler? He was in it. That was really awesome. And then I saw Glass Onion, the Knives Out one, which comes out to Netflix in like a week or something like that. 2 weeks, maybe 10 days. That was very, very good. I really enjoyed it. I mean, the dude who plays Mr. Blanc, Daniel Craig, is just hilarious in the role, and the twist, and it's pretty predictable. Like I guessed who the murderer was and all this stuff, but
really,
yeah.
Well, that's kind of a step down. Because the first one was really good at concealing who was actually the killer.
Yeah, I mean, I think this movie did do a good job. There was like subtle hints that were made and things that I noticed that were like, because I noticed, I definitely got it before other people did. I would probably say I was probably one of the only people in the theater that legitimately got it, but that's because I think I was paying attention for it versus just
probably
watching the movie. So
like the first one, we weren't really paying attention, but it was really cool because like that was what was so made it so popular or whatever.
mm-hmm.
People had no idea, and then once it went through explaining everything,
Right,
it was like epiphany for every person watching it.
It's true. I still get to see either of them.
You gotta watch Knives Out, dude. It's really good. Even the second one
was really good.
Is good too. The cast isn't as good.
Out multiple times,
but I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. So, and then I watched the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which I could talk about when Bryton talks about it too. But
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only have 2 things. I watched 3 things. I watched Don't Worry Darling. Brian told me to. I already knew what happened.
Yeah.
Like all the big twist stuff or whatever. But you told me to watch it, so I still watched it. And I mean it could have been really good.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely some things that held it back.
Did you watch it yet?
No.
Not yet.
It's mostly just honestly, it was mostly Harry Styles.
It was the problem.
That was the major problem.
Yeah.
If it was Shia LaBeouf,
someone
who could or anyone who could actually act, Oscar Isaac, who would have been like him, something like that. Someone who could just a dude who could act. Right. It would have been really good.
It would have been much better.
Yeah, because they could have just pushed it so much further. But thinking Harry Styles just he can't do anything other than
make music
like standard expression.
Oh.
Like he can't go in any kind of emotion, and like happy, sad, aggressive, anything, it gets terrible.
Right. I agree.
But
he's not very good. He had some other movie come out called My Policeman that was really bad too. So, but
and it was the funniest part was freaking the storyline or whatever. How he's I don't want to spoil it, but for Bryton, but he basically he chooses to be British. His character.
Oh.
Which is just like so lazy. Because Florence Pugh, his wife, is not. And so it's very obvious that they just did it because he can't do an American accent.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And they like live in this very like 70s, 60s, maybe.
Yeah, 50s, 60s, something like that.
Something like that.
That's funny.
American society, like little town. And he's just
British.
Yeah.
It's definitely weird.
It is weird. I finished Breaking Bad. It's a great show. Ending. It is a great ending.
Is it a good ending?
I mean, I just
watch. It. I actually don't know, so I was actually asking.
I guess it depends.
I don't know. I just thought the whole show was good, but like specifically the last season's it's just done so well.
It is. Yeah, I agree. It's done really well.
Like when Walter, he's like, what's his brother's name again? I don't remember.
His brother-in-law?
Yeah.
Hank,
yes. And like, Hank's telling him to kill him. But then at the same time, Hank's just like completely shocked that Walter was actually the guy the whole time. Like even like up to the moment he died, he was still like trying to process that it was his brother-in-law the whole time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
I need to watch it.
It is. You do need to watch it.
I'd watch it again.
Really, really good.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's on my list. It's on my list to watch. I've just been
very crazy.
Chugging through movies.
I watched it in like a month and a half.
Yeah.
But I could have watched it faster.
Brian's got to watch Yellowstone.
I need to watch Yellowstone.
You do.
I'm sure I'd love it.
Yeah, you'll get addicted to it.
I'll come onto the podcast some other time dressed up full Yellowstone cowboy hat and a Wrangler jacket.
Especially if you go to Texas, you'll definitely.
Oh, I love it.
Something changes.
Yeah. But and then I watched El Camino, which is the continuation movie for Breaking Bad.
It's a movie.
Yeah. It's a 2-hour movie that picks up like right at the end of The show.
Interesting.
It's not terrible.
It's not. It was pretty good. It's a little like drawn out, I would say.
Yeah, it could have been done in like an hour.
Yeah, not a lot happens, and they made it into 2 hours. Like, you could tell they just added a lot of filler stuff.
Right. Interesting.
But makes overall, it wasn't a bad movie. Honestly, I enjoyed it a lot, but I think that's probably because it's attached to Breaking Bad.
Right.
Makes sense.
Standalone movie probably would have been pretty terrible.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
That makes sense. And then Bryton, what'd you watch this
Creed 1 and Creed 2. Because wifey hadn't seen them.
Yeah.
So we were getting ready to go see Creed 3 in like March whenever it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Great movies. I just love the continuation of like Apollo.
The Rocky franchise.
Yeah. And I think it's so cool how they tie in, like, I mean, in the second one, he fights the guy's child who killed his father. So Drago.
Yeah, right.
He killed Apollo, and so then now he's fighting his son. And like just to go full circle.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's super sick.
It was very good.
So,
they're good movies.
And then I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. It was
Yeah, what did you think about that?
The first half I liked.
Mm-hmm.
It was just funny.
Yeah.
Like Drax and was going around doing Drax stuff.
Yeah, and Mantis actually had some character.
Yeah, Mantis had character, which was very interesting because her character is very like, I don't know, not her.
She was funny. She was enjoyable to watch.
Right.
Versus
but it
like
just was like completely
screen.
Opposite of what any of the movies have portrayed.
Right.
Like she had a lot of personality. She was doing very witty stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I don't mind it.
She was crawling too.
That was wild.
That was weird.
She was like on the wall, like
like, and that's not a trait you see her do.
No, it was crazy.
So I was like, that was interesting.
She also kicked some butt.
Yeah.
Like she actually like fought. It was interesting.
Like
instead of like just the mind things,
I wonder if in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 we'll see a little more of like stuff she can do rather than like put people to sleep.
Right.
And then obviously Spiderhead, but watch that.
Oh yeah. And we'll talk about that. Yeah, Guardians was good. It was fine. It was fine. It was fun to watch, but
just the whole Kevin Bacon thing at the end was so weird. And cheesy,
it was a weird
and like it just was.
And the major reveal at the end, which I don't know if you've seen online, Micah.
Major reveal at the end.
You can.
I don't even remember, honestly.
The Mantis is
Quill's sister. Quill's sister.
Or half sister.
Which makes sense because he went around everywhere. His father.
Yeah, so it's basically his father. Ego had a kid with Mantis.
So Mantis
mom.
and Chris Pratt or Star-Lord are related.
They're brother sister. I don't care. It doesn't change a whole lot. It just adds a little bit of heart.
There might be a little more like connection between them.
Yeah, it sounds like they're really trying to actually make her into something after
her being nothing.
Having her be a visual character for however long.
And I think it's funny how Groot just looks like a teenage.
Oh my gosh, he just looks like he's just juicing, bro. Oh my gosh.
But he just looks so funny.
He does look funny.
That's hilarious.
So, Mike, we should do these ones first, Micah. You can see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got trailers. Movie moments, obviously, we're going to talk about a couple other things, but trailers are the big thing. Because holy crap, did we get a lot. 1923, the Yellowstone prequel, starring Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford. Trailer came out. I don't know if you watched that trailer, but it looks good.
It was just a teaser.
Yeah.
It's just like, we kill people. We seek out the violence.
Right.
I am the one who knocks.
It's just crazy how far it's gone to like, it's obviously Kevin Costner's big, but like this, it's Harrison Ford. Like,
no, yeah, Yellowstone got huge. I mean, there's a full blown Yellowstone, like the Taylor Sheridans who made it.
Yeah.
Taylor Sheridan verse is basically like this whole thing, a whole universe.
Whole universe.
It's just wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I don't know when it comes out, but it'll be good. Yellowstone's good, so
it will be good. Yeah.
Actually, anything Taylor Sheridan touches is typically good.
It is. Yeah, it's good.
90th Museum animated movie trailer. Curious your guys' thoughts on that.
I thought I digged it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of I thought it was.
Like I thought it'd be a cool.
Concept.
Cool concept, yeah.
And it's like his kid who's doing it. Like it just looks fun.
Yeah, and the animations look cool.
Yeah.
And I like the animation style.
Yeah, I'm sure it's quirky. But
yeah,
it looked decent. I liked it better than the Transformers trailer.
That's funny.
I've just never liked Transformers. I've just never been into like
Right.
Autobots roll out. And it's like, shut up. What's so like this? Sorry, I kind of bumped you off.
No, you're good.
But yeah, that and then like the fact that they're fighting beasts that are robots.
Yeah.
I just like
I'll explain it a little bit when we get to it because there's like actual reasoning behind it. But no, Night Museum looks good. Looks good.
Yeah.
This next movie.
The next one.
Yeah.
This is what everyone's gonna be watching.
This is movie of the year.
It's going to be wildly popular because it's doing the same thing that Despicable Me did. It's all over like TikTok for like it says like, you know, what casual people are gonna be seeing, blah blah blah, and it's like what gentlemen are gonna be seeing.
Right.
Cocaine Bear.
When does it come out? February 24th.
Maybe I don't understand the full consensus of the trailer.
It's based on
it's based on a true story.
Oh, is it?
Like
basically it's a bear that's doing coke. Basically coke gets like dropped in the forest and he's doing coke and he's just crazy.
I mean, I watched the trailer, I'm like, this looks like funny.
Yeah.
Like it just looks like
it's not like
comedy, but
no, it'll become. I think Mike is saying it'll become a meme.
It's not. Yeah, it's gonna be a meme thing to watch.
Gotcha.
Like it'll become widely popular
because Despicable Me.
I'm tracking that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When you said Despicable Me, it threw it off. I'm like, what do you mean? But I'm tracking.
No, it will not actually be the movie of the year. It'll just be fun to watch.
No, I'm tracking. Yeah, no, it looks funny. I'm just like.
Yeah, the true story is like a drugs fell and a bear ingested like an insane amount of cocaine and it died. Right. But obviously,
and O'Shea Jackson's in it.
Yeah.
In any movie he's in, I'd like to watch because I think he's a good actor. He's kind of funny.
And so instead of dying, he goes on a
rampage,
killing spree.
Yeah, killing spree. It looked funny for sure.
It looks better than the mean one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Bryton, you said you're not gonna watch it.
I won't watch it
because of.
I'll watch it for free.
It looks stupid.
Yeah, whenever it comes out on streaming platforms.
No, like I just think
I won't pay to see it.
No. It will be the biggest hour and a half waste of my life.
Oh yeah, I can guarantee that. But I'll still watch it when it's free.
Yeah, no, I probably won't. Out of spite. Because I just was like, I appreciate The Grinch so much. And it's just a movie you grew up watching, so I like it.
Right.
And then watching the trailer though, it was like it looked like the most cheaply budgeted, most mid-level actors. Like
they're
worse than Hallmark actors.
Yeah. Micah, do you know who's playing the Grinch? The guy who plays Art.
Really?
Yeah.
He's actually a pretty.
Micah went and saw Terrifier 2. Like the most disgusting movie he's ever seen.
It was pretty hilarious.
Like in the trailer, they're like, "Oh, we just don't want it to be another one of those Christmas killings or whatever."
Right.
And then the Grinch is going around murdering people. Like, it's just
who is
I don't know.
He's the mean one.
Yeah, I just was like, 20 years later, after the Grinch stole Christmas, he comes back to steal your life or something. I'm like, this is just so dumb.
Yeah.
It's just a forcible thing. I don't know. I didn't like it.
No, I agree.
Personally.
I see what you're saying. That 90s show, I know you have you watched that 70s show?
Yes.
Okay. Did you yeah, this trailer it's coming to Netflix.
The trailer is super short.
Yeah,
like
super
60 seconds.
It was pretty short.
Like a teaser.
I'd probably watch. It'd probably be something I'd watch in the background.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be like super emotionally invested into it.
No, unless I got good, but I don't think it'll.
Yeah.
Sitcoms nowadays don't hit the same as 90s sitcoms or 2000s.
But I appreciated the trailer because I thought it was funny when he was like, "You guys gotta stop dancing," and then she was like, "Oh, you sound like the people in Footloose," and then got quiet and he's like, "Oh." And then anyways, and I just thought it was funny because he's the dad from Footloose, so I was like, that's great.
Red is hilarious. I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see him again. So
they haven't aged at all.
Yeah, I know.
Which is crazy.
They look good.
They look the same.
They look really good.
Which is wild, but yeah, I mean, I think I'll watch it, but I really, honestly, from what I've seen, and obviously this is pure judgment because we didn't get anything from it, but the kids look unentertaining and unfunny.
They look like Disney
really
Channel
stupid.
Actors.
Yeah, they really do. They look retarded.
Yeah.
Gonna be completely honest. So Red and Kitty will have to carry the entire.
They'll have to carry.
It's not gonna be the kids.
That's hilarious.
Red did partially carry the original series. Not like actually because they had great characters, but like he was definitely one of the best parts of it.
I wish they would have filmed it in a vintage style though. To be honest,
versus
I think it was really weird seeing the basement in like 4K.
It
was true. Like it kind of like was off-putting.
Right, I get what you're saying. Now to some good trailers. We'll start with Transformers because you aren't happy about it, so we'll start with that one. We got Transformers: Rise of the Beast trailer. I think, Mike, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you know. I don't know either. I'm guessing. I think this is like a completely separate trilogy. Like it doesn't connect at all to.
It is, I think.
It's like completely separate.
Like I'm pretty positive because they're like talking about because Optimus Prime got like a whole redesign and everything,
and
they like completely detached it.
And people are scared of Autobots again, and this isn't. It's based in the 90s.
Yeah.
So like it has to be because Autobots came in 2008. You know.
Yeah.
So the Beasts are like it's based off of Micah. I don't know if you watched it. I watched it at some point. It's called Beast Wars or something like that. It's like a animated series or movie. I think series.
I think it's a series
where like the original Transformers stuff like was like they had beasts that were like robotic and stuff. So, like Transformers fans are like really excited for it because
I mean, if I liked the Transformers, I'm sure I'd love it. I just never got into Transformers. And I watched the trailer and I'm like, let's go watch King Kong Godzilla fight. That's what I want to watch.
Yeah, no, King Kong and Godzilla are friends now.
King Kong was literally in the trailer.
You mean Optimus Primal? That's his name.
Is it? Are you serious?
Really?
His name's Optimus Primal.
That ruined it. I'm not seeing it anymore.
I'm gonna see
Optimus Primal. What stinking 55-year-old man named the stinking character?
I don't know.
And then also like he's like we got other things to worry about. Optimus.
Right.
And then like transition to the next. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was also so weird. He's like, he rolls up, smashing everything, and then comes face to face with Optimus. And Optimus is like ready to square up, and he's like, it's like, don't stop. Yeah. This isn't you, Optimus.
Yeah, like you're about to kill these people or what? Like,
right. And it's like why would he really just like stop and be like, oh yeah. You know what? You might have a point.
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah, it looked funny.
It's just some random gorilla robot, and he's like, so I trust you, dude.
It is pretty interesting.
I'll watch it, and I think it'll probably be good action.
It'll probably be better than the last two they made.
Which is all I'm hoping for. I think that's not very hard, but
true.
Yeah, it'll focus. I think it'll focus more on the bots than people, which is the problem with the later ones or whatever.
It's about the people, yeah.
But it won't be anywhere near as good as the originals.
The first one, especially. Yeah. I mean, maybe we could be wrong, but
that's my opinion.
Super Mario Bros. Trailer number 2. Thoughts?
I mean, it didn't really have much, to be honest.
I'm excited for it.
I'm still excited for it. They didn't really use Mario's voice in it, and I hope that's because they're changing it.
Yeah, I don't really care at this point.
It is interesting that he doesn't have any sort of accent.
Well, yeah, it just sounds like Chris Pratt.
His Wahoo was pretty good, though.
His Wahoo was really good.
Because some people were like, the French version's so much better. And I was like, no, it's not. Like, his Wahoo was really good.
I think it's funny, just the cast is just what cracks me up. Like
right.
Seth Rogen, Jack Black, like just random dudes just like nerding out over Nintendo.
Right.
I love it.
And
it's cool the little bits that they include in it, though. Like how they were on Rainbow Road.
Do that, like Mario Kart.
Yeah, and doing the kart. Yeah.
Stuff like that. I thought that was cool.
And they tease like Yoshi World and like...
Right.
All those different things. Like, it's just cool.
It will be a super cool graphic movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just seeing the graphics of the world of Nintendo.
Like, on a big, giant screen.
Yeah, it would be cool. It would be just watching like a game. Like watching a game of Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it would just be cool.
And it'll be... It's because you see the little details they're putting in about throughout the games that they made, like how much they put in, and like...
Yeah.
Then if it's done well, it'll be like really, really good.
I think it'll be big, and I think it'll be...
Oh, it'll be huge.
The biggest question
I think it'll be well received
that I'm hearing right now is whether they're going to include Waluigi in it.
Oh, yeah.
At all.
Yeah. Waluigi's
that's
the
like
goat.
That's what's left is like if they're gonna include him or not,
Right.
and how they're gonna do it. But
they might save him because I think they're anticipating positive reaction and reception, and then continuations.
Right. Exactly. Indiana Jones 5 trailer.
I didn't even know when you sent it to me. I'm like, he's still walking. Like I didn't know this guy could be in movies any longer. But it looked like it was magic.
Yeah, it's called like something of Destiny.
Dial of Destiny.
Dial of Destiny.
Yeah.
The de-aging is crazy good.
Yeah, the de-aging looked really good.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy. But it's interesting.
The movie looks good. I'm excited. I need
There's
to rewatch
one cringy part in the sneaking trailer though,
Which one?
That got me. When he pulls out the whip, and then
they'll pull their guns.
It was like that was really, you all sat in a room, like what should we put for this scene, and that's what you came up with. It's like the most basic cookie cutter scene they could have ever came up with.
I'll probably give it a 3.
3 out of 5.
Right off the bat. Probably gonna be a 3.
I think that's a valid assumption.
Like, I hope it'll be the most average movie.
Yeah.
But I'll still watch it.
Yep.
Ford.
And now to the movie that I'm most excited for out of all these. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We got a trailer today. This movie looks good. Like, really good.
It's going to be sad.
It's going to be heartbreaking.
Rocket's going to die.
Yeah.
You think that's going to happen?
Dude, unless it's a diversion, someone's going to die. Unless it's a diversion, though, because if you rewatch it, thinking about Rocket dying, just listen to all his voice lines and the things he says, and then even the joke at the very end.
Yeah.
It's he's talking about like flying off into eternity one last time, like all this kind of stuff.
And he calls Quill Pete.
Yeah.
Which is like he doesn't do that ever.
And then it's like it's building, and he's saying all these sad things about like the end and all this kind of stuff. One last time into eternity, into forever.
And the villains created him, so like
and
maybe
then
that's the only way for like them to survive is if he does
something like that.
Yeah, and then it switches to the hospital scene or whatever.
Where like Peter's
hospital scene, it's like the blood drip, and then he's like, Peter's he's like scream crying.
Yeah, like bad. The only argument against it that someone presented, like, would Mantis be that sad because she's in the same place?
Like, or what if this may be a stretch, but the hospital scene was like him living that moment with his mom since he walked out?
Oh, I don't know.
Because they were all having like flashbacks. Because Rocket was flashing back to like when he was a little baby,
right? Which was cute.
And then like Mantis, but then like I don't know. That's probably a big stretch, but that's what came to my mind.
Oh, okay.
It could be that they all were just.
But
that's why they were all emotional, is because they were all reliving.
Everyone was emotional besides like Drax.
But I just love the beginning, like 10 seconds into the trailer, Drax just pegs a girl with the dodgeball. It was like we come in peace, and he picks up the dodgeball and just pegs her.
It's like Drax. Drax is funny.
I was like cracking up laughing. I showed Kayla. She's like, "That didn't warrant that laugh." And I'm like, "Whatever."
What? I laughed out loud.
I laughed out loud.
Yeah, I was like, "That's hilarious."
That's like it's a low blow, but like it was good.
Yeah.
It was low hanging fruit, I guess.
Yeah,
that's.
It was a cheap joke, but
it was great.
But
James Gunn knows it, and we got to see Adam Warlock.
Yep.
Which I'm excited. Like James Gunn knows how to make movies, so I'm excited.
Yeah, he does. He's really good, and it's gonna be a great movie.
Although Guardians 2 wasn't the best, considering how good the Guardians 1 was, but this one actually looks really, really good.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It comes out in May. Next year, mark my words, will be one of the best years for movies.
Yeah.
There's so much coming out. Like
in
June alone, we get Transformers, and like Guardians is in May, and then the Barbie movie and the Oppenheimer movie, and a bunch of stuff.
June Spider-Verse also?
That's July.
It's July.
No, that's October. No, wait.
Nah, it's in the summer.
June 2nd. Oh, you're right. Holy crap. That's crazy. Speaking of Spider-Verse, Micah, Across the Spider-Verse producer Christopher Miller addressed the possibility of Tom Holland cameo in the upcoming sequel, and he said, "Let's just say anything is possible in the multiverse."
Well, because didn't they talk about like in the blip, like that would be where he went?
Possibly.
I thought that's what they were mentioning.
I have no
Maybe that was
idea.
like a fan thing that they said, not necessarily.
I mean, it's a good idea,
but
I just think that would be awesome, and I wouldn't put it past them doing it.
Yeah, no, that'd be crazy.
It'd be an easy money grab, so why would you not do it?
Oh, easy.
That movie's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Also, the cast is great.
Oh yeah.
And here's something I know you're passionate about. So Santa Clauses controversy. Tim Allen starring in the show about the Santa Claus movies, basically. And there's a scene in the 3 episodes. I don't know what episode or anything like that, but basically, the kids make a sign, like all holding a letter, and it says "We love you, Satan." And apparently in the show, right? They like, oh, it's just a joke. We messed up. Like,
yeah. Then the kids like rearrange
it. I'm just curious everyone's thoughts, because
it's obviously a joke in the show, but like the creators intended for that to be said.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I don't know. It gives me mixed emotions because Tim Allen's super.
He's Christian,
right? But
he's very Christian and very conservative about it. So I feel like.
But when you watch the show, like his reaction looks genuine. Like he didn't know what to say. Like he just was in shock.
Yeah, maybe.
But
because I feel like he would draw a line. Like he would be a person to draw a line. Right. But like in that scenario, if he was not included in it, then.
But I felt like being who he is, if he drew a line that like he wouldn't let that happen. Because like even to joke about doing that or saying something like that, I don't think is like okay.
But, right.
Yeah.
Because one of the things Tim Allen revealed that he wanted to explore the religious origin of Christmas in the show.
So we're starting with the dark side?
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, no, I just didn't like it. I just was like, yeah, that's just so. And it's one of those things, like, people reject it all the time that there's, like, different things that are put in movies. And, like, oh, no, it's just a joke. It's, like, it's the same idea of, like, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Like, these creators are thinking of things, and they're putting things in there with the intention of people, like, oh, it's a joke. But, like, whether it's a joke or not, like, these things are still being said because there's things that are supposed to be meant one way, but.
Right. No, I get it.
It's because it's, like, the idea of, like, getting you comfortable.
Yeah, it's desensitizing.
It's desensitizing you, and that's the whole idea of like with media nowadays.
It's the Balenciaga stuff.
Yeah, it desensitizes you to like, especially like, I mean, yes, Balenciaga and stuff like that or whatever. It desensitizes you to the actual things that are going on because you're so used to it, and so then when something big happens, you're just like, oh, whatever.
Like how like, oh, they're gonna be okay with this, so like we'll up it up until it's like
exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Couple more things. Chris Hemsworth says he wants a completely new tone for Thor if he returns after Love and Thunder. He said, I think it would have to be drastically different version in tone. Everything just for my own sanity.
Was this before or after his Alzheimer's thing?
I don't after, I think.
Because after he found out he's had Alzheimer's, he said he's gonna step away from acting. Or that he had a higher risk of developing.
Yeah. So
I saw things about that though. That it's like I saw some like doctor or nurse or something like that commenting about it, saying that like they blew it way out of proportion.
That's what I've heard too.
Right.
Traumatized it. Like the genes that they're talking about that he has that increase his chance by 8% or something like that. It's still it's like very low chance that he has it.
Well, yeah, it was because there was a documentary or not documentary or whatever.
It was this Limitless show.
But yeah, they made it seem like you're gonna get this in 10 years.
Yeah,
they made it seem like he's gonna
traumatize the poor guy.
Yeah, exactly. But
so he's freaking out.
I saw videos. I saw videos breaking down that scene and being like, no, it increases his chance by that much, but it increases his chance from like 1% to like 3% chance.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
But I hope they change it. I didn't like Thor: Love and Thunder.
Neither did I.
No, neither did I.
It's just let's give kids superpowers with teddy bears and go beat this villain. Like
the most powerful villain.
The
since
most,
Thanos.
could have been the craziest, scariest villain.
Yeah, if they, I think he's just saying get rid of Taika Waititi and like make Thor actually a BA character if he was going to do it again.
Well, he lost his BA-ness because like in the first couple movies, like he was just insane, like his own movies.
Yeah,
and he was supposed to be.
And then even in Infinity War,
well, Ragnarok and Infinity War, he was dope.
It's like great. him and Scarlet Witch or Wanda, like
super powerful,
just super powerful.
Then he was fat.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the really blunt character.
They demasculated him.
Yeah.
I think what is that they did.
Yeah, and so now he was just like, Love and Thunder sucks. So like if they made it like a super sick Thor movie, I'd be super happy.
Yeah.
Last news, then we can talk about a movie of the week. Johnny Depp is reportedly returning as Jack Sparrow, and will have a test shoot in the UK in February.
Interesting.
That is just great news.
It is good news.
It also makes a lot of sense considering they just canceled Margot Robbie's Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd love to see another Pirates of the Caribbean. They're always just like a little bit above average, and they're enjoyable to watch.
The fourth one's really bad, but
I mean, like the first two are good. The third one, just whatever.
Good. Yeah.
And then the fourth one, it's like you could have stopped.
And the fifth one is just
but
fifth one's something else. So, but
that was my first Disney hat I got.
Huh?
I like the Mickey ears was Jack Sparrow.
Oh, Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
I love him. Johnny Depp's great.
That used to be my favorite ride too. It's the most boring ride, but I just thought it was so cool to see like all the. But then they tore it down because it was.
No, it's back.
Well, yeah, but they took out certain like.
They
scenes.
redid it.
They did, yeah.
I also heard that they're not changing Splash Mountain now.
Really?
Yeah, because people.
I see. That's a whole nother thing. Is like they'll take away certain things because it's like not okay.
Yeah.
But then they'll desensitize you with like all this other like cultural stuff and make it seem like it's okay.
Yeah,
it's just like
Splash Mountain's like Song of the South, and so like, oh, racist.
Yeah.
Movie of the week, Bryton, you picked it. We watched Spiderhead. It was a Netflix original, right?
Yeah.
Starring Chris Hemsworth and Miles Teller.
The cast has so much potential.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, I love Miles Teller, and I'll watch any movie with him in it.
I'll watch any movie with Chris Hemsworth too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, great actors.
I just like once they started making because so the for those listening, the whole point of the movie was like these people that had done crimes went to this like other facility that they got accepted into. Mm-hmm. Little did they know that facility was like a drug testing facility for a pharmaceutical company that Steve, which was Chris Hemsworth's character, owned, but they didn't know that until like the movie. But then they're doing tests and like it was fine. And then they started making them like have sex, and I'm like, this is weird. Like, because then he's like trying to see if that N40 drug worked to make them like
make them love each other.
But then he was just like sitting there watching stuff happen, and I'm like, it was just weird. Like that concept behind it was just like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But then when he found the book, and then saw like the bingo chart, I thought that was cool. Like the way that he just the idea of the bingo chart and making those letters represent like the drugs. I thought that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But then the one that he was like trying to work and everything, and like that was cool, but then that was the climax of the movie. Then
but it just ended.
They could have done so much with that. Like finished it. It's so good. Like the fight scene at the end, or like anything.
Anything but it else. It was just like obviously we're spoiling.
I think it was your typical Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Like Netflix has really good movies for either the first half or the last half.
That's true.
I don't know if I've ever liked the full Netflix movie.
Actually, I'm trying to think of Netflix movies because I think
Hustle.
That's
okay. That's fair.
That's a good movie.
Hustle was good all the way through. Yeah.
What was that one? In general, Kevin Hart and the other guy.
Mark Wahlberg.
No, Kevin Hart and the white bald guy.
Oh, the man from Toronto.
Yeah, the man from Toronto.
That movie wasn't good either.
That was dumb. Like, they just get big actors because they have money.
Yeah.
But then it's just like low quality.
Oh, well, like the Power of the Dog.
Yes.
Benedict Cumberbatch was awful until the last 15 minutes.
15 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
But
and then the ending was crazy.
The movie was interesting and like you had great.
It was very intriguing
interactions and like character development even. But then like he found the book and was like, your girlfriend killed her baby, and I'm gonna go leave.
Well, he's like, tell her what you did.
Yeah, but like it just
made
felt,
it seem like this crazy thing.
Yeah, and then he just left and drove into a mountain, and I was like flew into a mountain. I was like, this movie's just
like they could have had the fight scene. They could have had like the cops come in.
There could have been a lot.
Like they could have gotten drugged. Like I don't know. Like something could have happened.
Yeah.
Maybe they just like their creative juices just ran out with everything else. But
I'm guessing their budget ran out and their timeline ran out.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing with the Netflix originals. That they just keep getting pushed out. So it's not like they can be like we want to take more time. It's like no, you have a deadline. I don't care how good it is because it just says Netflix original, so enough people will watch it.
Right, it's true.
Yeah, I mean the first part of it was good. And then like the climax, but then I'm like, oh, they could have ended this in so many different ways.
Yeah, it's true. Miles Teller's great.
Yeah, he is.
I love him. And it was definitely cool seeing Chris Hemsworth in like an evil role.
I did like that. I did like seeing him in a different role other than like a hero.
A superhero.
Because we were talking about he's also in the movie Extraction.
Yep.
Which he's a hero there, but it's a different role.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah.
But he's also super skinny in this movie. At least he looked like it.
He definitely looks smaller.
Yeah.
What did I rate this movie?
I think I rated it 2.5.
I rated it a 3. That's probably too generous.
I would say 2.5.
Yeah. So potential. I had a lot of potential. Just
it was definitely there.
Fell flat. So
on its face.
On its face.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
I just realized you took out a trailer.
I forgot. I literally didn't see it. Was it the when you finish saving the world?
Which is funny because I think it was the one that probably piqued my interest the most.
It looks really good. I think I forgot to send it to you.
No, Ry only sent me Super Mario's Tonight at the Museum, so all the other stuff I didn't even know.
I don't think I sent it.
Yeah, but that one with Finn Wolfhard or whatever.
Oh. Yeah, Finn Wolfhard and who's the other chick? Julianne Moore.
Yeah, it looked really good.
It's A24, so makes sense.
A24 films are good.
And Brandon and I are seeing Violent Night tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's just a thriller. Like thrillers are never good because they don't have like a plot. Like they don't have a storyline. It's just like a half-eaten orange, and you're just squeezing out the rest of the juice there to try to make a movie last for 2 hours. I know I'm gonna like it.
I did hear from people that like they pays homage to like Christmas movies and like it's like Die Hard and Home Alone had a baby.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure it'll be funny and like you have to know your stuff to get like some of the like homage they pay because they'll probably say like one-liners.
Yeah,
that'll like be funny. Yeah. So like no, I'm sure we'll like it.
Yeah, it'll be good. So
yeah,
that'll be good.
Bryton, thanks for being on.
I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me hop on it.
It's been great. We're at an hour 42, so you can go back to wifey. She up still probably?
Yeah, she's sending me TikToks.
Of course.
That time waster.
That's probably all she's been doing while we've been recording.
Just scrolled on TikTok. Have she finished her Marvel run through?
She has, yeah.
She finished.
But she's sending me TikToks. I can't even watch them because I don't have TikTok.
Oh, you don't have TikTok?
So it's like I can't even watch it.
That's funny. That's so good.
That's funny.
But
yeah. Well,
I appreciate it. It was good. It was fun talking about all that stuff. So.
Yeah. Definitely appreciate it. Have to have you on again.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So.
For sure. Well, life's tough. Get a helmet.